Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a review on the YSL All Hours Foundation. I've been wanting to try this baby for since it came out, which wasn't too long ago. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It's a gorgeous bottle. I have this on backwards because I actually, I don't really do too many first impressions because I want to be able to tell you how it wore. You all know that I work outside a lot, so it's perfect. Anyway, this is what the bottle looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, the one thing that I have to say, even though I love this foundation, it goes on flawless. Your face literally looks like it's airbrushed, and it's just a really nice satiny finish, and I really like it because my skin looked like skin. I didn't look like I have a ton of stuff on my face, which I don't like. The only thing is I kind of had a little bit of trouble finding my color because it was either too dark or too light. And then I actually bought, what color did I buy? I think it's Warm Honey, and it's actually a little bit lighter than you would think Warm Honey would be. So when I apply it on my face, it looks a little paler, but then it settles into my skin really nicely. I don't find that it creases or anything like that. So it's just a gorgeous foundation. Now, this foundation does have a lot of claims. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little spectacles so I could read what some of the claims are. All right, so some of the claims are it wears up to 24 hours. Now, I didn't find that it wore for 24 hours. After like 5 or 6 hours, I felt like I kind of needed to touch myself up a little bit. So I don't really find that to be true in my opinion. The second one is full coverage. Now, I don't find that it's full coverage like I mentioned. I feel more like it's like a medium coverage, if that, because it is really nice and sheer, but it does give you this really beautiful satinly look. So full coverage, not so much. All right, the second claim is matte and oil control. Now, I did mention that I am very oily. Maybe if you have drier skin, this would be good for you. But as far as, mattifying and stuff like that, I did find myself to get shiny after a few hours, so I did have to go in and kind of powder myself a little bit. So I don't really find that it's mattifying or oil control. Now, it also claims to be transfer free. Transfer, is that right? I can't see. Anyway, I didn't test that out because my hubby is out of town and he wasn't around to help me with that. So I don't know if it transfers or not, to be quite honest. All right, the other thing it does have is SPF 20, so it's really nice. So overall, it is a gorgeous foundation. I don't find that the claims are really true in my opinion because it wasn't full coverage. It didn't keep me from shining or anything like that. But like I said, it's gorgeous. If you want a satiny finish and something that makes your skin look like skin, not like you're wearing really heavy foundation, this definitely is for you. It also smells really nice and fresh. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch it so that you could see what it looks like. And this is Warm Honey. Did I say that? Yes, it's Warm Honey. And that's what it looks like. I'm sorry, I had swatches from kind of swatching different eyeliners earlier. But that's what it looks like. And you can see it's not real. It's kind of like dewy. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it. And I'm going to go ahead and apply one side with my, it's not my beauty blender, but my little blender here. So I'm going to go ahead and do one side with the blender. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the other side with the brush. I dropped my glasses. I usually apply my foundation with the brush, but for some reason, I just been using this beauty little blender here with this foundation. So the other side, I'm going to go ahead and use it with the brush so we could see what the difference is. And I did have to go in with like a bronzer just to kind of warm up my face a little bit because like I mentioned, the colors, there's light, medium, and dark. There's a ton of colors, but I kind of found it to be a little troublesome when I was trying to find my skin because I like to match my foundation to my body. As you could see, it's way darker than my face. So I want my face to be a tad bit darker, but it was either too light or too dark. So I couldn't find the shade that I really enjoyed or liked or whatever, you know what I mean. All right, so that's what it looks like when I apply it with this little guy. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side with the sponge. I'm going to apply more here. I'm making a hot mess. As you can see, it's just really nice and satiny. Oh my God, it smells so good and fresh. I love when the foundation smells nice and fresh. So as you can see, it didn't take much to put it on with the brush. See, I just put like a big glob. Now, I do find that it's a little streaky when I apply it with the brush, which I think that's why I was using the little beauty blender, because I figured that's what was going to happen. So there we go. As you can see, it's beautiful. I look like I'm totally airbrushed. And when you give it a minute, it just settles so beautifully. But you also could tell that it's not very mattifying. You could see a little bit of that shine. And it stays like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put my Laura Mercier concealer that I like to apply with my finger, because as I mentioned, this is a little bit on the heavier side. So I like to kind of warm up this product a little bit. I'm just going to drag that down. All right. So next, just to kind of make my face flow with my body, because you could see the difference, I'm going to bronze myself with my Wet n Wild contour palette. Now, if you haven't seen it, this is the most beautiful contour palette. It's less than $5. And look how much product you get. And it's absolutely gorgeous. So definitely with this foundation, I find that I have to do, you know, bronzing just to kind of warm up my face a little bit, which I don't mind, because lately I've been doing a lot of that. I'm very simple when it comes to my makeup. I don't like to do a lot. You know, I don't really have a lot of time in the morning and have really long hours. So I want to have quick makeup. Now, usually, of course, you see me with eyelashes just because I have little tiny eyes and I kind of want them to pop, because I'm usually, you know, I look tired, because probably I am tired. So that's why I normally wear lashes for my videos, but on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear lashes at all. So see how it just looks really, really, and I can still smell it. It smells so pretty. So there you go. Just warm yourself up a little bit if you can't find the color. But it does, you know, it does settle nicely. So if you can't find your color, if it's maybe a little bit off, go ahead and try it. Put it on the back of your hand, walk around with it, because it did kind of switch colors on me a little bit, and then I ended up just picking it up. So I do love it. I think it's great. I think that the claims on the box, they're not really that true, according to me, in my opinion. So anyway, thank you for joining me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again for my next video. Bye!